Shane Bybee here with Bybee College Prep, and in this video I want to show you some of the fantastic resources that are available to you entirely free using KhanAcademy.org. Khan Academy is an online resource that has aligned itself with College Board to provide a wide range of material to help students prepare for the SAT. It is completely free. And I get to meet with about 200 families a year, and it always surprises me how few of the students are taking advantage of this free resource. It's not just for SAT prep. Khan Academy offers material to help students prepare for a wide range of classes. Pretty much any class that a student is struggling with, they can go to Khan Academy and get information that will help them with it. The first thing you want to do when you go to the KhanAcademy.org site is create an account. It's a standard process. It's not surprising. You click on sign up. It takes you to this page. Tell it you're a learner. Tell it your date of birth. Tell it if you would like to sign up with Google, Facebook, or email. Put in the email address you want to use, your first and last name, and create a password. As soon as the sign up button becomes live, you click the sign up button and it will take you to the dashboard. When you go to your student dashboard, it will eventually look something like this. The first time you log into your dashboard, it comes up with an offer of all the different courses that you might want to sign up for. And if you look at these courses, you have everything here. If you're struggling in algebra, go look at the algebra material they have. If you need help in AP Physics or AP US Government, they've got material to help you with. This is a fantastic resource for things much bigger than just the SAT. For our purposes, we're going to talk about SAT prep, so that's what we would select. Once you do, it's the official SAT practice. It's in partnership with College Board, and it will take me to a practice page to work on SAT prep. When I get to my practice page, one of the first things I want to do is create a practice schedule. In creating your practice schedule, think about a specific time of day that you consistently have available to work on material related to the SAT. Maybe that's 9 o'clock at night. Maybe that's an off block that you have during your school day. Maybe there's a particular class day, a study hall or something like that, where you could work every day for 15 minutes on the SAT. And that's what you want to find. Small periods of time that you can use repetitively to practice. Once you know what that is, then choose your practice schedule. Figure out what date you want to take you're planning on taking the SAT. In this case, March 9th is the next test date. Tell it where you would like practice reminders emailed to. And then tell it the dates that you would like to take practice tests. You can schedule multiple practice tests here, and the practice test is going to take around 4 hours to complete. What you want to make certain of then in looking at your weekly schedule is what is a day of the week that you're likely to have that 4 hours. It is very important that you do some practice tests before you go into the live test to understand what kind of fatigue you're going to experience as you go through that 3.5, 4 hours of testing time. Most of our students like Sundays. They find that they can work Sundays at 1 o'clock or so in the afternoon. So we schedule our practice tests in our facility on Sundays from 1 to 5. Some students have preferred 6 to 10. One warning about scheduling practice tests on a school day. First, it's difficult to find a 4-hour block of time at the end of a school day that you can use. On top of that, your fatigue from having attended school that day is already pretty high, and we see a definite difference in practice test results when a student takes the test at the end of a school day versus when a student takes the test when they're fresh early in the morning or in the afternoon on a Sunday afternoon. But figure out that time that's going to work for you. Set aside times to take practice tests the same way you will on test day, and then figure out your practice plan. When is a time during the day that is going to be good for you consistently to practice 15 minutes? You can schedule as much as 3 hours of practice, but you're much better off to go 15 or 30 minutes a day, 15 minutes every day, 30 minutes every other day, than you are to try to cram all of that study into one afternoon 3-hour session. If you know that you're going to practice at 9 o'clock at night, Monday through Friday for 15 minutes, then maybe set the reminders for an 8:30 reminder, and you'll get an email reminder that says, hey, get ready to start practicing, and create your practice plan. The practice plan is going to populate with all these stars, where you're going to be able to go in, and every time you've completed the practice for that day, you're going to get a star. And whenever you've done that practice test, you're going to get a trophy to do the practice test. So fantastic, right? We live for star stickers and trophies. Once you've created a practice plan, Khan Academy will also create an assessment for you that tells you what you need to work on specifically. It will show you your current skill levels and assess those skill levels and show you the exact areas where you've demonstrated a need for improvement. There's two ways you can do this. The easiest way is if you've already completed an SAT at all, then you can sign into College Board's website. You can put your username and password, sign in. It'll ask you for permission to access your test data. Tell it yes, and it will automatically create a practice plan for you. That's great if you've done a PSAT or an SAT. If you haven't done a PSAT or an SAT, then they're going to give you the option to take these diagnostic quizzes. And once you complete the diagnostic quizzes, it'll say exactly what are the things you need to work on. Once you start doing your work, look for areas where your skill levels are lower. You can see that here it says that my skill level is 4 of 4 on solving linear and equations and inequalities. However, my skill level is 2 of 4 in a system of linear equations. So maybe I want to practice that for 15 minutes. When I go to practice, it's going to give me a problem. And at the bottom of this page, you'll see that it says, it assesses my 5 questions. Now, I've done this practice before, and both of the first couple of times I had to ask for hints on how to solve it. If I come back to it this time and I don't need a hint, but I want to watch a video that reminds me how to do it, well, Khan Academy has videos that show me how to solve problems similar to the problem that I'm looking at now. If this particular problem is much easier than the example that I have, then I can look at a harder example, and I can see how am I going to solve a more difficult example that has a system of equations in it. I do the video and I look at the problem, and I'm still not sure how to solve this problem. Now it's time to get a hint. But once I get a hint, I can no longer get credit for answering this question correctly. And the way Khan Academy measures your skill levels is that once you've answered 5 questions correctly consecutively, then you will be moved up a skill level. It's based on a mastery model that they're going to move me up once I've demonstrated that I've mastered this concept, and I'll only have demonstrated that mastery once I've consecutively answered 5 questions correctly. That's the process for it, and that's why I want to continue to work and focus on areas where I know I need more work. I can either complete all of the questions, or I can exit this practice directly. And I can do the same for a wide range of reading and writing questions as well. So it has a number of reading prompts, reading passages that I can look at. It has practice that I can do on specific reading passages that it'll provide for me, and it'll measure what my progress has been on that. It also has writing passages that I can work with, and then specific writing concepts that I might need to work on. It can assess those as well and provide me material for that. The best thing about Khan Academy is assessing the essays. Khan Academy includes an option where you can write an essay with one of the essay prompts and get immediate feedback that tells you what you need to work on to improve that essay. Once you submit an essay, in 30 seconds or less, it's going to review that essay and tell you, under reading, what did you get 1 out of 4? Analysis, what did you get 1 out of 4? And writing, what did you get 1 out of 4? On top of that, you can submit this essay multiple times, and it will, over the course of those multiple times, it will show you your different progress, so you can work on adding things or editing things and see how that affects your overall score. Once you start to look at the essay and get feedback on the essay, I can look at the light bulb that tells me my writing feedback here, and it says the introduction might need more work. I might need to do something for the introduction. Or I can get feedback on my analysis. What are some things that I might add to my analysis at this point to see if that would beef it up? It's a great way of getting the immediate feedback you need that's often difficult to get in a real life environment where you might have to submit the writing and find someone to score it for you. I can exit this practice essay, I can go back to my dashboard, and I can look for new things to work on. The Khan Academy has so many different programs, so many different classes I can prep on that it is a critical tool in your SAT preparation process. I hope you found something in this video that you didn't know. I hope you'll start using Khan Academy. If you have any questions about anything I said in the video, any feedback you'd like to get, please leave me comments on the video. If you'd like to contact me directly, you can email me at shane@bybeecollegeprep.com. Check out our Facebook page, look me up on the internet, however you want to. I love helping students improve their SAT scores, and I'd love to help you see how you could get the best score you're capable of.